That's
All
good.
right. Hey, how you doing, Chris?
How's it going, Shane?
Doing real well. Hey, Shane McKenna here with Chris Graves. Welcome to the first edition of Sitting Down with Success. Again, Shane McKenna from Sprint Business. The pleasure's mine sitting down with Chris. Chris, how long you been here at Sprint?
Been here since May.
Okay.
So you do that math, is now January.
Good. So we're just asking successful sales reps, what's working for you, what are some things you'd change if you have the opportunity to, what's some advice you'd give to a new hire? So what's working for you, Chris?
Right now, one thing I've been really diving in on is going back for some win-back opportunities. So some accounts that my predecessor, which actually, funny enough, when I actually went back today, put the order in today for is an account that my manager lost. So it looks really good that we got them back on our team, and it makes me look like a hero bringing them back. So
Great.
super cool.
Really cool. Another question we want to ask successful reps and pass it on to new hires. It's difficult here, onboarding, getting the funnel going, and prospecting. How would you explain a typical day or a successful week as a Sprint AE1 or 2 or a BMA rep?
Really just setting your calendar, like, okay, I'm just blocking this time for prospecting, blocking this time for kind of account maintenance stuff,
Sure.
and just have a kind of a window, maybe an hour or two for miscellaneous stuff that you can't expect to go down, especially in the business account management role. So really just trying to block your day and try to keep it certain structured,
Sure.
so you keep it the same flow, I think.
What's the saying? Have a plan or plan to fail?
Yeah.
Well, Chris, thanks for sitting down with me. Again, thank you very much. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Real well. The pleasure is mine. We're with Alina. Alina has not missed quota in the last 18 months and has had early success out of the gate running. Alina, I gotta ask you, what's the secret for success? What would you share with a new hire?
First of all, be positive. Always be positive. When you're going to for appointments with clients, you have to show energy. Of course, I'm asking always for refers.
Sure.
New hires, basically, when they are going to the store or gas station, ask for business, right? This is the most important.
So stay positive, ask for business, and always prospect.
Yes.
We're with Alina in Windy City, Chicago. Thank you very much for sharing. Good morning, good afternoon, depends on where everyone is. My name is Shane McKenna, business sales trainer at Sprint University, and I am here with Moby. So Moby, how long have you been with Sprint, and how is your January going?
I've been with Sprint for 9 months now.
Okay.
January's been awesome. The last 2 weeks of December, I actually prospected and was able to finalize a closing in the beginning of January. So I ended up hitting my quota first week of January.
Impressive. Great timing. What we're doing now is we're trying to share successes early on with new hires. If you could share any bit of advice with a new hire, what would you tell them?
Yeah, so I would advise that the first 6 months are very critical for you to actually absorb as much as you can. Follow your coaches, and I would make sure be positive as possible. Don't get overwhelmed. Be attentive as possible. Ask for insight if you don't understand something. You have a lot of great team players that work on your team. I would say to manage your time efficiently. Schedule your day how you would like to prospect. Because we always want to aim to hit our quota if we want to be successful. The first couple of months we're on ramp, but still I think we should still focus on hitting our quota. That helps you build your funnel, get meetings, and start practicing. So, build as many relationships as you can, forecast your week, set time aside daily to add more prospects. Biggest thing is prospect.
Good.
Very, very critical.
Agree. Prospecting is king.
Yes.
Good segue to the second question. How would you explain a typical day for you or a successful week at Sprint as an AE1?
Sure, yeah. So we have an 8-hour day. We have some time to eat in between. I would say, on your way here, respond to any emails you may have if you're taking the train. Of course, when you're driving, you don't want to do that. But, you start your day about 8 a.m. You want to prospect from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Attend any meetings that you have set between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then take a break for some lunch. And then again, get on the prospecting again from 1 to 3 p.m. And then if you have any operations or anything pending with any previous customers, that you have just recently met, you want to follow up with them. You want to make sure you do that between the hours of 3 to 5 p.m.
Sure.
So that would be your day.
I see a trend here in prospecting.
It's very critical. Shane, I would say, and you've advised this as well as a trainer, that prospecting brings, customers, and the more meetings we have, the more meetings we attend, more likelihood of getting more sales, hence making more commissions.
Great, great. Moby, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for sharing with me, and most importantly, thank you for sharing with the audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a great end of your month.
All right, thanks.
Hey everyone, Shane McKenna with Sprint Business. We're here sitting down with Brian Handler. The pleasure is mine. Mr. Handler, how are you?
I'm top of the world. How are you doing,
I'm
Shane?
doing well. Whenever I'm sitting next to you, I'm doing really well.
Excellent.
Brian's seen a lot of success in sales, whether it's handsets, solution sales, or complex custom solution. Brian, what advice would you give a new hire? What's the secret to success?
Success for me is researching the opportunity before you engage in the opportunity. So before you even go on a meeting, and even before you might be cold calling when reaching out, research that company so you're not asking real basic questions. The person who you're going to meet at that company is going to be saying to themselves, why are we meeting and who are you? Okay? So what I think is very valuable is to bring some information to the table that you know about their business and ask them specifically about their business and prove that you've taken the time to get to know their business a little bit.
Great. A rule of thumb I used to do when I was in sales was try to research the company for as long as it takes you to drive to that meeting, to and from, versus just doing the research in the lobby.
That's a good rule of thumb. I would say at a minimum, Shane.
Great. Again, Shane McKenna, Sprint Business, Brian Handler, news you could use. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane.